All right, so this week we were talking about, this is us not being leaders at all. We were chatting about leadership. So in standout, we had younger coach, 6 months in, younger guy, lots of consults coming through, people older than him, and like just wasn't having a great time with converting. And it just got me thinking like how important leadership is as a personal trainer.
Yeah.
I'm also working through like a lot of personal brand education stuff at the moment from our mentors, which an episode will come eventually. It'll be more in depth than wear jeans and a box tee. But being able to accept a position of leadership, I think is how I would explain it. Like a lot of people we work with, that's probably what they struggle with, is accepting you're the leader here.
Yeah. Even just understanding that is what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't feel like people get into personal training and fully understand what it is before they start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they just don't know what it is. They're just like, oh, we train people.
Yeah.
But that's it.
What that means.
Like, they don't know all of the elements involved in the job. And then you're kind of like figuring it out as you go.
Yeah, I guess if you're 20 and you like to
man.
work out,
Yeah.
you don't understand the psychology of someone that doesn't like to work out.
Yeah, absolutely. And even just like the amount of people like, oh, I was active when I was younger, I'll do PT. And then it's like you just don't really understand what it is, and you got to be a good communicator, you got to be a good leader, you got to have like all of these elements of like how to interact with people, compassion, empathy, like there's a lot to it.
Did you do much like study?
Like little bits of psychology and stuff, because like when you go to uni, you it's all about athletes. It's not about gen pop, because the course is exercise science. So you literally like most case studies are like athlete population.
Yeah.
So even the psychology components to it were about like getting the most out of an athlete in a particular sport.
Yeah.
So you learned like the stages of change and a couple of other kind of tools, and we actually just learned about motivational interviewing and things like that. But you never really did like kind of the soft coaching kind of skills. It was literally like learning it to deal with people who knew what the task was, and you had to get the most out of them to the task. Yeah. Which you don't like take that mentality to the general public. It's like, that's not going to work, man. You're gonna sound like a jerk.
Yeah.
Which you could see the ones that came from I was really fortunate because I was in the gym.
So I was going to ask, do you think the stint at reception allowed you to...
Dude.
Yeah. And is that just because you felt so comfortable in the environment you could tell someone what to do, or...
Well, you learn how to speak to people, and you could see... Yeah, because like people would come in and they're like, I can't be bothered today. And so you got to understand the actual general pop person.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you'll just you only know your own experience, which is like, I don't understand why people just don't go to the gym and do what they're fucking told.
Yeah. Jason's Facebook 2011.
Or
a direct quote.
100%. Go to the fucking gym and eat better. Or you just learn from your education, which if you come from a university, it's all on athlete populations, which either want to be there or have to be there and are willing and committed.
Yeah, like we've taught the Cert 4 even, and there's nothing in that either.
Nah, man, nah. So I can see where if you're a young coach and you've got, like anybody, let alone someone who's older than you, that's another hill to climb.
Yeah.
And like you're kind of scared to communicate. Like you don't even know in that situation that you're the expert.
Yeah.
Like you don't even feel like the energy in that relationship is you calling the shots. And I've had scenarios where like you've got maybe like a confident business person who in every other element of their life, like they've got their shit in check. But, when it comes to getting in shape, like they don't have it.
Yeah.
So they come to you, but because everywhere else they're the guy, they end up like kind of coaching you on how do you coach them.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like even like 7-8 years later, like they still kind of treat you like you're the kid.
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, bro, like,
yeah,
this is how we do shit,
Yeah. And it's ironic that those people will respect you so much more when you push.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see the hill to climb as a youngin in that scenario.
I remember one of the biggest moments for me was when so when I first started, it was 40 for 1, PT session, 30 minutes.
Yep.
We must have been like 69 for 2. Does that math work?
Something like
35. And then 99 for 3. So I remember we went to 50,
It's crazy.
which is disgusting.
It's crazy.
$30, like $1 a minute.
$1 a minute.
I remember when we went to $60 and I went flat.
Mm.
So it was 60, 120, 180. And I sat down with a woman who ended up my client for 4 years and then yours for like 2 after that when I left.
Mm.
And you trained her partner as well.
Yeah.
It's like there's not a lot of consults that I remember. I remember that consult, like that price presentation, just being fucking terrified.
Yeah.
It's like $180 a week. I didn't have $180 a week. I didn't have $180 in my bank account.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here and be like, you should pay me this weekly. And try and sit down and be like, I know what I'm talking about and you should listen to what I'm saying.
It's different energy when you need the money and also like the value you have in money.
Well, yeah, it's like I was probably okay, like living week to week because probably my own fucking behavior more than anything.
Yeah.
But
Imagine,
like you said,
imagine
the
someone,
value for me, for someone to walk up to me and be like, you're going to pay me $180 a week. Like,
I'm not worth, like, am I worth that? Yeah.
yeah, but for me to pay it for to someone else, what that is a percentage of my income of like what that dollar figure means to me
100%.
compared to this person is totally different.
Yeah. Imagine needing the money at the same time though.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man. No, and you're 20,
Yeah.
mate.
Terrifying.
No wonder you, yeah. I could see it.
So there's a lot of
I
obstacles.
could feel it. I remember it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it
Yeah.
sucks.
Oh, you had it when I was like, hey, we're going $60.
Yeah, I was like, this motherfucker. Like, how dare you?
I trained you.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm going $61.
Yeah, so that just always stuck in my head. And I think me having it was in a sales at a gym sounds really nice.
Yeah.
With a good boss it is. With the wrong boss, it's as high pressure as any other sales job.
Yeah.
Like there's bosses and shit, like I was thankfully one of the good ones. I was really successful in it. So most of the time I got left alone. But when things are down and you got a manager coming in 4 times a day, looking at your book, being like, hey, how come you've only, this is the target. What the fuck are you doing? Like the pressure that comes with that to then go and deliver and you walk out into a call and it's just like, you don't want to say it, but it's like, you're mine. You're not leaving today without signing a fucking contract. Like,
Yeah.
so that energy helped me heaps coming into PT sales.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, if I can convince
Yeah.
people who don't want to join the gym to join the gym, like I can, and I'm going to sit down and be like, I can actually get you the result you're telling me. Like,
I've done that in the recent past. You know, when you just like have a mass exodus and you got a few consults coming in, you're like, this one's not fucking leaving.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'll turn up whatever I need to make this happen. And it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the directness that comes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you think it was reception that kind of gave you the skill set, confidence? I feel like probably working at Crown helped too, dealing with dickheads.
Yeah, it's funny we didn't talk about that in the last podcast about like just the willingness to eat shit and kind of, you know, push hard. I think when you've been in a scenario that you hate, you despise, gave you anxiety, you know, gripping the steering wheel before you had to go in, like it's just those moments. I'm like, nothing can stop me from succeeding.
Yeah, it's something I like.
Yeah, so working at Crown, obviously, like dealing with the general public.
Yeah.
You know, I had to walk tables Saturday night, 2 a.m., you know, and deal with the society's best and worst.
Yeah.
You learn a lot of stuff about people and yourself, you know, in that. So, yeah, it was a good kind of buffer moving into the reception job. But the reception job was like, just made me comfortable in the environment and how to talk to people. And I'm smart, man. Like, I paid attention.
Yeah.
Like, I watched the trainers. Like, I was like, you make heaps of money. You got lots of clients. You're gone in 12 weeks. You're never here.
Yeah.
Why?
You're so much more calculated than I was.
Yeah. Oh,
so
man.
interesting.
100%. Yeah. I'm always like, because it's the same, because I had to do that to get big.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's the biggest guy in the gym doing?
Yeah.
Like, as much as people are like, oh, you shouldn't do that. It's like, he's big and you're not. So, yeah, it's the same. What's the most successful person in the gym doing? So,
I'll give a shout out to my gap year boss, Darren at Super Cheap Auto. I don't no idea where he is now.
Hope you're doing well, Daz.
Yeah, killing it, I hope. So I didn't know what like functional autism was when I was 18.
Yeah.
But he had it, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So we had this culture that like, like the client's always right. Nah. No fucking way. This dude would go in for you like you were his fucking child.
That's sick.
Like, they fucked this up. They did this. I want a refund. And, like, still faced just like, no. And I'd never heard anyone speak like that, bro. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So we had just had this culture that, like, the client isn't right by default.
Yeah.
It's your job to give them the solution. So, like, I worked mainly in the spare parts area. So it's like, I've got a red car. What oil do I need? I'm like, let's go out the front. Look at your rego sticker. What is it? And then they're like, I want the $20 oil. And you have to be like, put the $20 oil in it. It goes bang. Put the $70 oil in it. It doesn't go bang.
Yeah.
You make a choice, bro. At 18. So I think that helped as well.
100%.
Special orders for people, all that kind of shit got put in a management position there. So maybe I had it a little bit as well, but just the environment was like, you are responsible for them, not the other way around. Not just like, yes, sir, you can have 4 bottles of that. That's going to fuck your car.
Yeah.
So I think that helps a little bit as well.
100%. So
then moving on from like, cool, you've got to come in and like, what we said during the standout calls, like you're setting the tone from the minute you meet someone. So our first line in any consult is like, I don't work for the gym. I pay rent to work here and I run my own business. This is how this is going to work.
Yeah.
That paragraph sets the tone for everything.
Yeah.
If your first is, this is my show, you're in it.
Yeah.
Not, I'm here to serve. Like you're here to serve them, but
of course. On your own terms though.
Correct. This is how this works.
Correct.
And you're going to go into this model and be taken care of and get an amazing outcome,
Yeah.
which is the way your coaching should look as well. But then I was looking at like career progression stuff as well. You have to take leadership in, obviously, with your clients themselves. Like, no, you need to do that extra session. You need to come to the gym when I'm not here. You need to warm up before I'm not here. You need to give 24 hours notice or you have to pay for the session.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a 12-week minimum time you signed a contract. Like, all of that's all like leadership stuff in coaching. Then I got to thinking about, and this is in the most recent scorecard we put out, just like, do other trainers look to you? I think that's the next step. And I think we did that real quick.
Yeah.
Where other trainers knew the standard that we held in delivery, service, education, passion, how we ran a business was always...
it changed the whole fucking culture of how that particular PT was delivered.
Yeah, which I don't think goes and I can't tell you how. It doesn't go unnoticed by the membership base.
Yeah.
And by your clients, like even in terms of like retention. There's just this air of like, well, the STC guys,
the cult,
XYZ. Well, the trainers called us cult.
The cult.
Scared of us, but that's fair. But do you know what I mean? Like when if you're a client of that trainer, you know.
Yeah.
And if you're a client of not that trainer, you know.
Yeah.
What do you think it was that we did that made that happen?
Treated it like a career, not a job.
Yeah.
Like, everyone got a program, everyone had a structured session, everybody had, expectations. We tracked the results. Like, we just did our jobs. I feel like the delivery of personal training, before we started was like you just kind of entertained someone and took them through a workout and a whiteboard session and shit. Like, people still do that now, which is crazy. But I think that, we just kind of took it up to that notch and developed, like, just implemented that system. Yeah. And then everybody was like, it's... Either they were like, it can work because they were too scared to give people programs because it was like, scarcity mindset. Yeah. And then they were like, it's actually much easier to have a program for a client because then you don't have to make shit up on the fly. Like, and then look at them all getting good results. And, there was like times in that gym where like I was hiding like our personal development was, because people were just copying what we did.
Yeah.
And it was just because they could see that it was working.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember just getting clients and stuff. They were just like, hey, can I... Yeah, had someone ask me, like, can I look at the back end of your website? I'm building one. Like, no. I paid $40,000 for this fucking thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't work, but I still paid for it.
Yeah. So, yeah, people pay attention when,
Yeah.
it's working.
I think looking back, all of that, though, was purely passion to get results. Because we were so results-driven for ourselves.
Yeah.
That it was like, well, if I have a program, my clients will get better results. This is the best way for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just took the job seriously, man. Like, uniform, all that.
Yeah.
Like, always, paying attention to the client. Like, just not, like, it's not clock watching.
Yeah.
Just respecting the fact that someone's entrusted you to do the thing, like, to be in this job. Like, to take care of their fitness and, I don't know, just not take it lightly.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like some people just, like, don't really understand that someone's made the decision to pay you to take care of their health and fitness.
Yeah.
So then, they're fucking clock watching or watching TV and not counting and not even looking at them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we didn't do that. We were like, again, I don't know. Was it because we didn't come from much and appreciated the fact that someone was willing to give us money to do our job? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But it was just like, there was a level of professionalism that we had where there was a big gap to the people next to us or below us or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's interesting. So, like, I voice noted what I wanted to talk about and it's written this plan. And it's just, like, some things that, like, might go in there. And it's like Jason's early consult experience, battling imposter syndrome, but in realizing clients wanted direction. Do you feel like you ever had imposter syndrome? Outside of, like, the money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still do.
Yeah.
I feel like you need it. I never thought I wasn't good at my job. I've always thought I'm, like, when I was younger.
Yeah.
I battled with the fact that I didn't know if I was going to be successful.
Yeah.
Like, and I battled with, like, could I be successful? Could someone, like, could a little underdog from, make it? But, like, I was very, like, skills wise with the job, I've always been very confident.
Yeah.
Yeah. But every now and then I'm a bit like, am I missing out on something? Is there holes? Is there this?
Yeah.
But I feel like you should have that, because once you feel like you know everything, like, you're cooked.
Agreed.
Even now, like, at least this week, I'm like, you make decisions and, you're like, is that the right choice? Like, have I missed anything? And then, you go back to the drawing board and you're like, oh, I wouldn't have changed a thing. So, yeah.
I had a client go back had almost a year off bodybuilding, like a year off powerlifting, just basically bodybuilding.
Yeah.
15 kilos on a 5-rep max deadlift.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's like, okay. And I've been like, fuck, did I wait too long?
Yeah.
She should be on a bar earlier.
Yeah. And I feel like you should always have a little bit of that, but it never crippled me. I think that's the thing. I never had this, like, this imposter syndrome where I froze and I couldn't make decisions and whatever. I just had it enough to be like, don't get fucking complacent.
Yeah.
With anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, use it as fuel.
It was healthy. It was healthy. It was never,
yeah,
self-deprecating, dysfunctional.
Yeah.